Within the very first few days of the detention of Michael Kovrig and Michael Spavor, Chinese officials were highlighting a link between the detention a week before of Madame Meng and the arrest of the two Michaels. It has been obvious from the beginning that this was a political decision made by the Chinese government, and we deplore it and have from the very beginning. We will continue to advocate strongly and firmly for the release of these two Canadians who've been arbitrarily detained. And again, we want to thank all of our friends and allies around the world who've consistently and continually stepped up to highlight that this arbitrary detention of Canadian citizens is unacceptable and deeply concerning, not just to Canadians, but to people around the world who see China using arbitrary detentions as a means to political ends, which is absolutely unacceptable, and we will continue to stand strong and united around the world against this choice of actions by China.
There are Liberal members of your party in this country, former Deputy Prime Minister John Manley among them, who say you should trade Meng for the two Michaels, that there is a process, that your Justice Minister Lametti will get a chance in the process to have some input and make a decision. And if Meng goes through the process and goes to the States or is released, you lose all leverage. And again, this is, I'm using Mr. Manley's words, you should do what you have to do. This is hardball politics and we should trade up. Are you at all considering that sort of thing? Because clearly the Chinese think there's still a quid pro quo that could happen here.
No, we're not considering that. Canada has a strong and independent justice system. We will ensure that it goes through its proper forces, and anyone who's considering weakening our values or weakening the independence of our justice system doesn't understand the importance of standing strong on our principles and our values.